Hello, this is Kim Watson for Easy Trader. Welcome to a review of the key economic news events that are due to be released this week. Okay, I've mentioned here in the title that there's some key UK news, and it seems to be all about us this week ahead. But let's first look at the last week's big stories. Really, the Fed Yellen. There was no real shock to see she's really supported Bernanke's policies. And the Bank of England Governor Carney has suggested that a broader range of economic indicators would be used to assess any changes in interest rates going forward. Now, this is obviously a slight change from the original review of the employment figures. However, I'm sure that within this broader range, the employment figures will still weigh heavily. Now, this week ahead is mainly, as I said earlier, it's all about the UK really, with inflation, jobs and retail sales all due out. So three really quite key figures at the moment, taking into account the good run we've had in terms of growth. Okay, looking at Monday the 17th, no key significant releases, and it is a US bank holiday as well. It's President's Day in the US, so probably light and volatility. Light trading and volatility expected this afternoon. Looking tomorrow to Tuesday the 18th of February, we've got the UK Consumer Price Index due to be released. As of last, the figure last month reached for the first time the 2% target. It's expected to stay around that level. Any surprises from that may give us a decent move. We had about a 40 pip move last time. On that news, so it can now again start creating some reasonable moves within the markets, and it will be one that we'll be trading in our newsroom. Okay, looking at ahead then at Wednesday, the UK Bank of England minutes come out at exactly the same time as the employment report. The employment report will get the larger weighting. The minutes, the contents may have largely leaked out in one way or another between then and now. It's all assumed that the voting will have stayed as it has been for a long time, so there's unlikely any Bank of England surprise minutes, and there was opportunities for Carney to speak of any changes expected in recent meetings. So it is about the employment figure, and that's released at 9:30. Looking ahead then at the rest of the day, later on we've got the US Fed minutes. Now this does create a bit of volatility, but we've seen very little movement of this, and again the Fed Chair Yellen's already spoken in the US a couple of times, so most surprises would probably be out by now. Looking ahead at Thursday, and we've got the Euro flash manufacturing services figures coming out. The key ones amongst them are the French figures that come out at 7.58 and the German at 8.28. Find these more difficult to trade these days on the basis if they seem to a bit more choppy. You often only get around about 15 to 20 pip moves, so they've lost their thunder at the moment. But we never know. We could get a decent flash figure. And we could see if the manufacturing services are in line, both positive or both negative, we could see some slightly bigger moves. So may have a look, but no intention to really trade them this week. Finally, the last key figure out for the week is the UK retail sales at 9:30, and that did give us a decent move last month. I think it was in total we reached up to 80 pips on part of the trade, so it will be a figure that we will be trading in the newsroom. Expecting, well, the UK retail sales are expected to come out at round about minus 0.9 actually, so any surprises on that may create a decent move again. We'll see how we run. So figure of minus 0.9 is expected on Friday's retail sales for the UK. Okay, that's it for us. I hope you have a great week ahead, and I'll be reporting as usual next Monday. Bye for now.